the Year award for this draft. And for those who are new to this series that we're running, I'll bring up the rules for you. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's there's four of us here. There's four of us here, 6 rounds, 24 players. We're going to be drafting who we think has the best chance to win the Defensive Rookie of the Year award. And we're staking $250 each. That's $1,000 to the winner. But guess what? If one of those 24 players that we pick ends up not winning the award and someone outside of our field wins the award, that money goes to you, the viewers. All you have to do to have a chance to win that money is to like, subscribe, follow us on Twitter, and also comment on the video. So if you're here right now, just drop a comment, and who knows? Chances are you might not win, but because it's a little bit of a thinner field, but you'll have a chance to win if any of us who draft a player, that player doesn't end up winning the award. Anyways, let's get ready to things. I'm your host here, Jace Cooper, alongside Austin Mock, Chris Dierkis, and Judah Forking. We randomized things before, and I mean, you guys were there. You guys are there.
Randomized.
The list is as follows. The draft order is as follows. I ended up with the first overall pick. Austin, you got the second pick. Chris, you got the third pick. And then Judah, you are the fourth pick. So let's get underway. For me, I'm going to take the first. I mean, like, what am I going to do here? It's the most obvious thing ever. First overall pick. You have to go Abdul Carter, drafted 3rd overall. I mean, by far and away the favorite. He's plus 200 on FanDuel. People have been calling him like Micah Parsons 2.0, award number 11 at Penn State. I mean, plenty of opportunity. Clear-cut favorite here on one of the best defensive lines in all of football. Give me Abdul Carter. I don't know what else there is to say. Austin, you're up next.
Yeah, a little tougher. But I'm gonna go. I won't go straight down the odds board here. I'll skip to the next line of teams. Players. I'll go Micah Williams. Think he has a clear path to getting on the field. 49ers play pretty relatively weak schedule. And my thought process on this is just, are you the guy that they're going to be focusing on? And, helps when Nick Bosa's on the other side of that line too. So he can have some opportunities there to put up some numbers. So I'll take Williams with the second pick.
I love that. Michael Williams, 2nd overall, and someone who's not a slave to the odds board, which I really love to see. Over the past couple of drafts, we had some people early on just, listen, it might be the smart thing to do to be a slave to the odds board here, because I mean, it's a highly liquid market. But yeah, let's have some little fun. Let's go off the board, even though that's not very far off the board. Chris, you're up next.
I was going to go him. I was hoping he would be a slave to the odds board, but I will go Jalen Walker instead.
Yeah. All right. Jalen, go ahead.
Similar logic. I just want I really want to prioritize edge rushers, and I want someone that's going to get playing time.
All right. I love it, because I think we all have the same strategy coming in here. So Judah, you get the 4th pick and the first pick in the second round. So give us your first pick and then your second pick here.
Yeah, go Shamar Stewart. A little further down the odds board. I think he should be seeing a lot of time on the other side of Trey Hendrickson. Assume everything's gonna get sorted out over there. Obviously a pretty good talent, and I think is kind of just best situated, after a guy like Abdul Carter to make a move. I guess my second pick will go Travis Hunter. I'm going to play a little bit into narrative street here, but if he actually does play both sides of the ball, I think there's certainly kind of an unfair advantage relative to winning an award versus actual production on the field. In addition to the fact that he was drafted and traded up for a reason. This guy projects as a terrific cornerback. So add both those things up, and we'll go with Hunter. That's my second round pick, I guess.
I love what you did there, even though Hunter would have been the next guy of the best player available in terms of the odds board, but you wanted to flag plant on Shamar Stewart, take him in the first round, give him that first round grade. I would have to,
if this is a weird draft situation where I picked 4th and 6th, I would have gone with Stewart before I would have gone with Hunter.
All right, I love it. The flag plant is there. All right, Flup, you're up next.
I'll go Mike Green. Similar logic before. I just want another edge on a good team. the Ravens defense will be top 10, probably top 5. So I'm happy to take some of that.
All right, Mike Green off the board. Austin, to you.
Yeah, I'm going to stay a little bit off the board here. I'm going to go Donovan Ezeraku. I have a similar upside with the edges. I'm trying to target them. I know Mason Graham, from an odd standpoint, was the better pick there, but going again opposite of, I'm assuming Micah Parsons gets his deal done and plays for the Cowboys this year. But early returns on Ezeraku has been pretty good. He was also like possibly a first rounder for a lot of teams in the league, so I think the upside is there to where he can have a pretty big year and get those sack numbers and even pressures, as we saw with Jared Verse last year, to take the board. So going down the board again.
All right, Donovan Ezeraku for Austin. For me, I'm going to close out the second round, and I'm going to take James Pierce Jr. for kind of the same reasons why someone would want a guy like Jalon Walker. I think they both have similar opportunity here to be starters. I think also that it's going to be tough for him to eat into like Walker's work, but this Atlanta pass rush was so bad last year. The way they wanted to address it this offseason was through the draft. They drafted these two guys in the first round. I think James Pierce should be going a little bit closer to Jalon Walker, so I'm going to take James Pierce here. And that wraps up the second round. I'm going to quickly recap the board right now and run through how each team is looking so far. To start, I luckily got the first pick. I got Abdul Carter and James Pierce. Austin, you have Michael Williams and Donovan Ezeraku. Chris, Jalon Walker, Mike Green. Judah, you have Shamar Stewart and Travis Hunter. Before we get into the next round, just want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors over at Fanduel. It might be the offseason, but if you want to bet on NFL futures, Fanduel is the place to go for that action. They have tons of futures at Fanduel Sportsbook, including player award props like MVP, season leaders in passing, rushing, and receiving, season-long receiving props, rushing props, passing props, and so much more. They also have team futures. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Who's going to win their respective conference, their division? At what stage will each team be eliminated? They also have win totals, including alt win totals, and guess what? You can parlay them all together. The excitement for something new goes live at FanDuel. Just visit FanDuel.com/forward progress to download America's #1 sportsbook. That's FanDuel.com/forward progress. Up next, I'm going to take Malachi Starks. I know I wanted to go like with edge rushers, but I think I want guys with playing time, and I feel like the current edge rushers available, I feel like we've kind of dipped into that well so far. Should be starting for the Ravens at safety, but like got a little worried because he was playing cornerback yesterday. I think they just wanted to get him some reps at nickel, but yeah, hopefully he is projected to be the starter, and hopefully he actually does start for them. It seems like a player who was able to get a ton of production in Georgia. Give me a guy who can luck out and get a couple of receptions on a great defense. Malachi Starks for me to start the third round. Austin, you're up next.
I'll dive into the I'll go strictly odds boards here. I'll take Mason Graham. Again, the theme of me is not being like too much on your shoulders here. When Myles Garrett's on the defensive line, life becomes a little bit easier for you. He was a terror at Michigan, hopefully that translates for my sake. But again, when the whole offensive line is going to be, scheming and sliding the protections wherever Garrett is, that can open things up for Graham on the inside. So I'll take Graham with my third round pick.
Yeah, great pick, but also like I had him as like a do not draft because I'm just so worried about interior linemen like winning this award. It might be a little tough for them, but good luck with that. Anyways,
you drafted a safety, all right? Like
I know, fair. I was like, who am I to judge?
I'll go with J.D. Barron here, the cornerback from the Broncos. It's nice because he's obviously has arguably the best cornerback on the other side of the field. Taking the number 1, so he should have a good matchup. I wish he was an edge rusher, and I wish this was an edge rusher, but still getting a piece of that Broncos defense is pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah, fair enough. They were one of the best defenses last year. Their biggest weakness was cornerback depth. I'm not going to say cornerbacks, but yeah, address that through the draft. Jade Barron's going to slide in, probably start for them. Love that pick for you, Chris. Judah, you got the back-to-back spot. Who you got?
We're going to go Derek Harmon and Nick Scorton. Start with Harmon. I think, like, you want to talk about good situations, being kind of the the fourth or fifth piece, I guess, on the Steelers defensive line that's got TJ Watt and either Alex Highsmith or Nick Herbig. Maybe even a combination of those guys in addition to Casey Hayward, who's still kicking it inside. And Derek Harmon, I think, is perfectly situated. Certainly, if he can get some clean up sacks or find himself in the right spot in some forced fumbles and fumble recoveries, could find himself with a decent statistical season. Nick Scorton's just like going to get a lot of run for the Panthers as their edge. Let's be real. Like, none of us are scouts. None of us have a great sense of who's actually going to be good. I'll buy that opportunity. We're already getting deep in the bag here. And I'm going to buy an edge with my 4th round pick.
All right. I love it. Big edge guy, true to forking. All right. Derek Harmon and Nick Scarton. Love that pick. Hashtag Carolina Panthers keep pounding. Chris up next, or Flup up next. Sorry, I keep going.
We'll go James Pierce. This might feel a little weird because I already have a Falcons edge, but
I took James Pierce.
Oh, sorry, I completely
You're good. You're good. Don't worry. Was it really that bad of a pick that you're? You're like,
no. I didn't have it.
No, it's all right. I'm just playing. We'll take
all
a
right.
second.
I'll start over again. Sorry, I'll take Walter Nolan. Walter Nolan from the Cardinals. Again, edge rushers and defensive linemen, I think, are going to be the ones that are going to take this, and getting a number one guy on a team that's rising seems to be good opportunities here.
All right. Yeah, that seems like the formula that everyone's going with. Maybe I messed up there taking a safety. I might take another safety on the way back, though, just to double down. Austin, though, you're going before me. Who you got?
Yeah, I don't love my spot right now, I'm going to be honest with you, but I'll go Will Johnson. Just if there is I feel like there's the top cornerback could get some love in the market, so I'll go with him. He had a knack for ball skills, which obviously I don't think he's like super sticky, which will help him getting targets, which I think might help in this scenario of getting some counting stats. And he had a lot of pick sixes, so maybe he'll opportunistic and get himself into the conversation with that.
Yeah, no, I love that pick. That was actually the guy who I was going to take next. Good stuff there for you, I guess, or maybe bad stuff. I don't know, depending on what you think about my opinions. But yeah, to close out the 4th round here, listen, I'm going to be a slave to the odds board. I don't know how he's going to get playing time. He's on a great team, but I'm going to have to go with Jahad Campbell. Listen, he's priced at 14-1. I don't really like him that much, but this late in the draft, I feel like you just kind of have to take him at this point. His path to playing time is really, really rough, but they obviously like him. They traded up for him, albeit one spot, but they gave a 5th round pick to move up that one spot. So like they definitely like him. But yeah, it's just the biggest issue for me is path to playing time. But if you can find a way to get on the field, this might be the steal of the draft here. So Jahad Campbell, it is. All right, let's recap the 4 rounds. For me, let's start with me. First overall pick, I got Abdul Carter, James Pierce, Malachi Starks, and Jahad Campbell. Austin, your team is looking like Michael Williams, Donovan Ezeraku, Mason Graham, and Will Johnson. Flup, you got Jalen Walker, Mike Green, Jahdae Barron, and Walter Nolan. And then Judah, you have Shamar Stewart, Travis Hunter, Derek Harmon, and Nick Scarton. And yeah, again, as the draft goes on, I want to hear everyone's opinions and thoughts. Who's doing well so far? Who's absolutely bundling it? Let us know in the comment section down below. For my next pick, I'm going to go with a linebacker, and I'm going to take Carson Schwezinger. Listen, he's already listed as the starter for the Cleveland Browns, projected to be an every down player for coming out of the draft. This late in the draft, I just want someone who's going to play and is going to accumulate counting stats. So the Browns could be a top 10 defense next year, maybe, hopefully. And if that's the case, hopefully Carson can just scoop up a bunch of, tackle for losses, bunch of tackles. Just give me the counting stats, couple forced fumbles here and there. And then maybe he could have a chance to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. Austin, you're up next in the 5th round.
Yeah, this might be a little bit of a reach, but it's just personal. I want him in the portfolio because I want to root for it. But I'm going I'm going Tyreek Williams. Again, I think he has a decent path to playing time. There's not a lot of Aleem McNeil is going to be out for a decent chunk of the season, so I think he'll be able to. They drafted him first round, right? Yeah, and a little bit of a reach compared to what the consensus board was for the Lions, and they kind of tend to know what they're doing. So I'm going to go with him as an impact player. A reach, but I wanted him in the portfolio. He was like the one guy I wanted in this thing coming in outside of Abdul Carter.
I love the yeah, I love the flag plant here. Tyleek Williams for Austin. Flup up next.
Go Kenneth Grant. Similar logic here. Maybe a little bit of a reach from the odds board, but first round pick on a solid team. I have to take it.
All right, Kenneth Grant, Chargers defensive tackle there for you. Judah, you got 2 picks.
Dolphins.
Dolphins defensive tackle. Sorry about that.
We're very fresh on our.
Yeah. I mean, listen, he hasn't played a snap yet. Okay, my bad. But anyways, Judah, you're up next.
Yeah, Maxwell Hairston. This is a cornerback for the Bills. I've seen enough kind of cornerbacks for the Bills succeed before, guys that are not huge names. This is, say what you will about Sean McDermott as a coach, his ability to develop defensive backs, I think, is not really for us to question. I'll kind of buy that. And, we're shooting for darts here. Same thing with Trey Amos. I think he's got a clear path to playing time. He's a cornerback for the Commanders. They're not exactly deep in the cornerback room. Even if he's not starting week 1, I anticipate he will get some run, second round pick. We'll chase some of the upside there.
All right. Trey Amos and Maxwell Hairston for you, Judah. And that closes out your team. Flup, to close out your team. Who you got?
I really don't even know at this point. I'm gonna dart throw. I like the name. I'm gonna go Chris Paul Jr. That for no reason other than I think if he's related to a legend, you must be a legend yourself. Even though he's not actually related to the real Chris Paul, we'll go with him.
All right, Chris Paul, linebacker for the Los Angeles Rams. Hopefully he plays. I honestly don't even have him on my list, but yeah, I love it. I love the logic there. Chris Paul, a great basketball player, translatable skills to college with the namesake. Who knows? Or sorry, to football with the namesake. Who knows? Austin, last pick for you.
Nick Emenwari from Seahawks, kind of playing everywhere in that backfield. He's had some comparisons from Mike McDonald to Kyle Hamilton. He's a freak. Like, he had some ridiculous athletic profile. And if he does a little bit of everything, I think that can give him some upside. So,
all right. Who'd you have there? You had Nick Emenwari for Austin to close us out. I'm going to go next, and I'm going to take Xavier Watts from Atlanta. Again, all we're looking for is playing time here. They signed Jordan Fuller, but they signed him to a 1-year deal, low money. Been a guy who's injury prone his entire career. I feel like Xavier Watts probably has a clear path to starting, and I think in Atlanta's mind they want him to start. He'll be playing alongside Jesse Bates. Again, path to playing time. Hopefully he can luck box into a couple interceptions and can get some counting stats. So Xavier Watts to close out the draft, and that's about it here. Reminder: if any of the players we listed on the screen right now, any of those 24 players do not win, you have a chance to win $250. All you have to do is comment, like the video, subscribe, and follow us on Twitter. Before we head out, just going to recap all 4 teams here. I started the draft. I got Abdul Carter, James Pierce Jr., Malachi Starks, Jahad Campbell, Carson Schwezinger, and Xavier Watts. Austin, you had Michael Williams, Donovan Ezaraku, Mason Graham, Will Johnson, Tyleek Williams, and Nick Emenwari. Chris Flup, you had Jalen Walker, Mike Green, Jade Barron, Walter Nolan, Kenneth Grant, and the great Chris Paul Jr. Judah, your team, Shamar Stewart, Travis Hunter, Derek Harmon, Nick Scarton, Maxwell Hairston, and Trey Amos. That wraps it up here from Forward Progress, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, let us know who you think had the best draft in the comment section down below. Also, again, make sure you're subscribed and you turn on notification bells so you can be notified every time we have a new video go live. We'll be releasing these every Tuesday and Thursday leading up to the start of the NFL season. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.